So when does exploiting someone for views go too far? With the branding of Boogie2988, Keemstar might be responsible for things going way too far. Let's dive into this degeneracy. So here's some backstory to get you up to speed on how we got to this legendary moment. Introducing Boogie2988, he's a YouTuber who rose from creating rage videos under a character Francis. 2 years ago in November, he announced that he had cancer. And 2 years later, he announced that he lied about having cancer, which is absolutely awful, and he should have to make it up to the internet somehow, but maybe not how it went down, and we'll get to that in a bit. Introducing Keemstar, known for being a gnome, having a weird beard, and the YouTube channel Drama Alert, where he reported on internet drama. Can't really say anything because kind of that's what I do too, but yeah, shut up. He quit uploading YouTube videos, moved on to Snapchat, and also creating a new live show called Lolcow Live, which included Boogie as a co-host. Now, if you don't know what a Lolcow is, it's basically describing somebody who has a sketchy past and they're kind of exploited to amuse people. Let's get into the exploiting and milking. Now, when it came out that Boogie confirmed faked the cancer, Keemstar fired him from the show, rightfully so. And this is what you think would be the last you ever hear of Boogie. This is where someone with common sense would stop giving Boogie a platform. However, Keemstar decides to bring Boogie back on the show to milk Boogie for clout. Now, one can easily argue and see that Keem is milking Boogie for clout. One, the cancer series brought the channel views up from an average of 30,000 views to hundreds of thousands of views. And two, by looking at the internet search volume, we can see Boogie has around 6.1 million more searches to his name than Keemstar. Keemstar needs Boogie on this show to maintain his relevance. This show is nothing without Boogie, and Keemstar knows it, which is why Keemstar keeps bringing him back. Now on the return stream, Boogie comes back looking depressed and is manic through the whole show. Some people say he's being manipulative acting this way, which might be true, but either way, it shows that he's not in a healthy mental state and should not be on this show. A 50-year-old throwing a tantrum like a 6-year-old like this?
Oh my God. I say over and over and over again, I hate being alive, I hate being alive, I hate breathing, I hate being alive, I'm in tremendous pain, I'm in tremendous pain, help me, help me, help me.
Shows just how awful of a mental state this guy is in. Someone this far gone should not be platformed, even on a show platforming degenerates. Over the next 4 hours of the stream, over 10,000 people watch as Boogie continues to spiral, and the co-host / guest let Boogie talk about his childhood abuse while they laugh at him. In the stream, Boogie even donates almost $4,000 to St. Jude's Hospital, you know, where kids have cancer. But that's not enough for Keemstar, the punishment. Now, Boogie desperately wants to be redeemed. And he wants to be redeemed to be put back on the show so he can continue making money from his podcast. Keemstar then proposes that if Boogie wants to get back on the show, he has to get a face tattoo that says liar. His reaction to the face tattoo punishment just shows the kind of mental state that Boogie is in.
In order for you to come back on this show, I think that you should live stream on this show you going to a tattoo artist and getting a face tattoo of liar on your face. And I'm so serious.
Okay.
You're willing to do that?
I don't care.
2 days later on stream, it's time for the punishment. Now, I will say Keem starts off by saying he backs off the idea of the tattoo and thinks it's a bad idea.
I think it's pretty clear that this is too far.
He also says he doesn't want to be blamed for what's happening. Boogie says he wants to do it to redeem himself and believes this is the only way to redeem himself. And then he gets the tattoo. What the fuck? What is going on? Now, was this too far? And is Keemstar still to blame even though he thinks he's not? Now, even though this is technically peak entertainment, okay, I'm not going to deny that. Keemstar should probably get a job as a producer in reality TV. But Jesus, I think using a tattoo as a form of punishment is ethically problematic. I mean, suggesting that someone gets a tattoo on their face for lying on the internet is inhuman and degrading. Yes, faking cancer is an awful thing to do. And there's so many other things you could do to humiliate him instead. Like, I don't know, get him in his underwear, stick him on the highway with the sign that says, I faked having cancer. I don't know. But a face tattoo is, I don't know, it's just too far. Not only is it like morally, ethically wrong, it's also illegal. Using force or coercing someone to get a tattoo is illegal. I'm sure a lawyer could easily argue that Boogie was coerced into getting this tattoo by Keemstar holding a job over his head. Additionally, The psychological impact of tattooing liar on your face can potentially lead to some long-term mental health issues. Just God forbid if this guy kills himself. Oh my God. Finally, personally, I think effective punishment should aim at rehabilitation rather than retribution. Like, at least have some constructive consequences. Maybe like community service. I don't know, put him in his underwear on the side of the road, picking up trash or something, or donating $4,000 to St. Jude's, as he did on stream while he talked about his childhood abuse, which is punishment enough. Now, is Keemstar to blame? While Boogie on stream says he wants to do this for quote-unquote redemption, and Keemstar is under the delusion that he's not to blame for this since he stated on stream that this is a bad idea. And you know it's a bad idea because the tattoo artist makes Boogie sign papers saying he will not sue the tattoo artist to do this. Keemstar had multiple times to stop the stream, stop the show. If someone enables this behavior and brings an obviously mentally ill person on stream, they are still to be blamed. I don't believe once in the stream does Keemstar say, Boogie, do not do this. In fact, Keemstar encourages Boogie by announcing getting a face tattoo is an insane legendary moment for the internet and celebrates that the show hit a record amount of live viewers.
This insane legendary moment. Guys, we just broke a Lolcow live record. We have 22,000 concurrent viewers.
I mean, if you get offline and ask any normal, non-internet cooked brain person what they think about the situation, they will be weirded out and feel gross. I should know. I brought it up at family game night. Boy, did that kill the mood. Faking cancer's bad, but consciously exploiting a mentally ill person for attention and money is worse, some would say. Everybody involved should be embarrassed by letting this behavior go on as long as it has. Boogie needs to stop interacting with this toxic crap. It is not worth being degraded for likes and views. He needs to get offline, get some serious help being rehabilitated, and just get offline. The internet has done terrible things to this man, and he needs to get off immediately if he wants to find happiness. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. After all, I'm milking this situation for a video. What are your thoughts? Let me know down below.